Hello. Now, today we're looking through Cosmic Banditos, chapters 7 and 8. So, thank you for joining us in this little adventure. Senor Protag finally gets an audience with the native spiritualist that I have neglected to mention over the last few chapters, mainly because they keep hinting at him, but they keep saying he's busy, he's on a vision quest or some sort. He's fresh from his fasting and communing with the Great Spirit. And what does he do? Gives him a science lecture about the microcosm of reality's supposed state of non being, right down to the famed parable of Schrodinger's Bandito instead of cat. Though we're a little unclear on the native's reception to this, he seems more interested in giggling over booze and deep throating bananas. That's not a euphemism, by the way. Actual bananas swallowed whole. Before he just leaves. No rebuttal, no reply. He just fucks off. Though this does lead to Senor Protag wanting to commit an effort to get Tina's father to reply to his correspondence by sending letters simultaneously from different locations scattered all over South America, as if they're coming from different versions of him. I know I already made the Rick and Morty joke, but honestly, I'm getting the vibe that Bro thinks he is Rick Sanchez and Jose is his Morty. Then, like Samurai Jack, we're back to the past, making a leafy haul with the pilot who is much higher than he will ever fly his plane. Flash has no fuel gauge, a compass for the totality of his navigation equipment, and a dog who barks in code to warn of bogeys on his six, and zero knowledge of stars or navigation. Yet somehow things seem to be going well. Too well. Until it's time to make the drop. High Pockets has a Looney Tunes moment over the drop bay in the plane, and they miss the hippie commune that they were supposed to be airdropping supplies to, instead landing their cargo onto a drive-in theater whose patrons are more than happy to accept this gift from the heavens. The rest of the crew, already on the ground from a separate flight, managed to recover some of the goods for their intended recipients, but Senor Protag, Flash, and the puppy wingmen are swiftly picked up by law enforcement after they, you guessed it, ran out of fuel. Honestly, as much as I hated the narrative in these flashback chapters, whenever Robert was stealing the show, it's actually kind of a fun tale when he is sidelined. Though I would much prefer less of this jumping between timelines and might enjoy these segments more if they could just be their own contained stories, unless I'm missing something and the quantum nature of future events causes the timelines to clash later on. Unfortunately, my patience for the narrative wears dangerously thin, and honestly, when I started the next chapter after this, the narrators the narrators want to be Rick Sanchez levels of intellectualism with himself and the way he describes himself is starting to go past that insufferable border, and I don't think I'm going to be able to finish this.